Hello everyone. I belong to a few groups on Facebook and I get asked, or I see a lot of questions asked, why create an art journal? What's the purpose? What is the reason? And there's many different reasons depending on who you speak to about it. And one of the main reasons and how I began was it helped me process my feelings. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I use art journaling to help me deal with my feelings. And this isn't something I normally share with people, but I feel that it could help. And so this is my process. So basically, one of the things I do is, here's an example. I'm going through an older art journal. And how I do this is, for example, this here was a time, many of you know my dog passed away. It was very shocking. And what I did is I just wrote in my journal over and over my feelings on one page, over my words. I just kept going. I kept going until I couldn't do it anymore. This page is still here, and this happened in 2013, July last year. No, 2013, 2 years ago, and I still have yet to cover it up. Again, that's something personal, and so what I want to show you is, I just wanted to show you what it looks like. So my pages usually or sometimes start out like this, which you will not see. I write until you can't even read it anymore, but I know what my feelings are in this page. And again, it's for me and not really to share. Okay, so right here I have a page which I did write on the back of it. It's covered now and I started painting on it, but what is underneath here is I had a really bad day and I was really angry. So just like I showed you before, I just wrote, and like I'm gonna say I was angry. I just wrote I was angry, mad. I just kept writing and writing. I don't and I just wrote and wrote and wrote. Okay, I even wrote, once I wrote across this way and had the whole page filled up this way. I then turned the book and I wrote it this way, and then I turned the book and then wrote it this way, and I just kept writing over and over and over until I could not write any longer. I let it all out, even if I didn't spell right, if it didn't look pretty or anything. I just kept writing. Right, and it was a way for me to process my feelings. And then what I did was I felt 10 million times better. I had let it all out and it was awesome. And then when I was done, I didn't want anyone to read it right away, so I hurried up and gestured it. And then I started painting on it. I didn't really like where I was going with my painting at the time, so I stopped and I left the page half done, which is fine because my goal was to process my feelings and get that anger out. I do this with most of my journal pages. Even if you see a page, that's usually something behind it, and it could be happy, sad, or it could be a art block that I was going through. I do that in my journal a lot. Another thing that I do with my journaling is I love making color charts. When I get new paints or pens, I like to do a color chart for them because I like to see what they are, and also it's meditative if I am not if I'm not creating like I should. So what I'm showing you here is that I did write on here and I covered it up with gesso. Now I'm coming back to this painting because I want to show you how I just come back to it. And it is no rules to this. There is no rules. You don't have to go back. You can do whatever you want. This is not a I don't plan on selling this. I don't plan on giving it away. I mean, if I happen to make a great piece for it, I guess maybe, but that's not where I'm at right now. And I am just covering up what all I know is that underneath this, I was angry. I'm no longer angry. I'm over it. I'm past it. And that's what this picture is going to represent, that I am over it. And I know that. So I just wanted to share what some techniques you could do to help you process your feelings. Now, I found a great video, and there's many different reasons why different artists create journaling. I use it for a couple of reasons. I do it to help me learn new techniques. I'm always looking at learning new techniques. I have a journal where I do my color charts in. I do, when I'm sitting at the computer and writing notes down of what projects I'm going to do, I write them in a notebook, and then when I'm done writing those, you know, I use my art journal and I write these notes down. And then I paint over them, because all it is notes on my paper to help me process any kind of thoughts I have. Now again, this is just me just free playing here. There's nothing, and this is using all my techniques from before. And you may be bored of this, but it is helping me by doing this video for you. And this is basically what I wanted to share, was that I was never told that you could do this, and it helped me. And I see people thinking they need to make a project every time they do use their art journal. You don't need to. And if I don't like this, I could cover this up. I don't need to create a masterpiece each time. The whole point for me is to process how I'm feeling, to be creative in some way. It helps me figure out, you know, I really don't like this red in this picture with these other colors. That was probably a pure choice. But that is what I am discovering in this journal as I'm doing it. Okay, I'm out of that color. So this isn't a planned project to be a beautiful masterpiece. I just felt I needed to share this with other people that I know may not know this. And they're like, oh, but you know, I can't have a journal unless I do this, or it's perfect, or I have the right paints. And I'm using all different kinds of paints here. There is no rules. I'm not trying to time myself, except for that I'm making a YouTube video, and that's about the only timer I have. I'm just going with it. I'm not pulling out the glue or the paints, the papers. I mean, not this time I'm not. I would any other time, but, you know, I'm just playing. And it doesn't have to be pretty. It really doesn't, as you can tell. But that's not the point of this journal. This journal was because the point of me creating this journal page was because I knew I was angry when I made this. And now I'm not so angry anymore. I don't even remember why I was angry. All I know is that it helped me a lot. So just remember that you don't have to create art every time you pull open an art journal. Art journal does not mean art. It can mean many things. It means, for some people, it means to process their feelings, and that's what it is for me. I have journals that I use for color charts, and they're all combined together. I don't separate them. I don't have the pretty ones sitting there. They all go together. I just know which ones I share and which ones I don't, and I felt this one would be one I could share. I'm kind of liking this flower over here. I'm going to do a little color mixture. So I hope this helps other artists out there that are struggling. The video I'm going to share listed below is a really good example of different, I actually cannot remember who it was that did the video, but it was a good example of why people, different types of reasons why people do journals. And just go with it. And to me, mentally, this has helped me a lot. I am so glad I went through this, and I'm not looking for you to say you love my work or anything like that. I'm just trying to share with you how I use this as my form of medium to help me get through some times in my life. And I know it's not perfect. And I'm not trying to be. I'm really not. You can obviously tell. But I just wanted to share this with you. I'm not going to go ahead and finish this, but I hope that makes it clear of how I use art journaling in my life. It has helped me tremendously, and I hope this helps you. And if it doesn't, that's okay too. And if anyone's asking what paints I'm using, I'm just using regular acrylic paints, craft paints. There is nothing special here. If you don't have gesso, use white paint. Use whatever you have. Don't try to make it, look, I can use my fingers. That's also fun. Add some highlights here. There's no special paper to buy. There's nothing special here. Oops. You can do whatever you want. That's what the point of an art journal is. Actually, no. The point of an art journal is whatever you want it to be. Define what you want an art journal to be and just do it. Don't worry about everyone else. I'm going to try this because I got this pencil here. See, this is a trying. So it says, this is one of those China markers, all surface markers pencils. So I'm going to try that here with my owl. I'm going to give him some eyes. Pop that out. Pop that out. I really like swirls lately. I'm going to give him some wings here. Wing texture. Maybe some of this. And again, I do the same kind of stuff with making, here's an example, a color chart. I'll just pull out all the paints in the same line. And then I'll organize them by color and I'll label them. To me, it's meditators. It may not be to you. There's another one. I do this a lot. The other night, because I'm trying some glow-in-the-dark paint, so I grabbed a few different kinds and I tested that out to see what they would look like in the light and out of the light. I want to do a glow-in-the-dark painting with Cinnamon Cooney, the art Sherpa, and if you don't know who she is, you need to go check her out. She's got some cool paintings for you guys to try and put those techniques in play. I'm going to give them a little face. And I'm going to give them a little ears here. Color in these eyes here a little bit in black. Let's do this. So I don't want to bore you guys with this, but I just wanted to share this again. And I hope this does help you. I use this process when I'm stuck and don't know what to create, when I'm angry, when I'm sad, when I'm just so happy I don't even know what to do with myself. So these are just little things I do to help me in my creative journey here. And yes, I could add white, which I'm going to do to his eye, and then I think I'll finish up this video for you guys. So I hope this is helpful. I'm glad you guys came by to check it out. If you have any questions, let me know. You will be seeing more videos from me coming up here. And again, I didn't try to make this a masterpiece, but I do like him. I think he's cute. And who knows, maybe I will paint him over to a masterpiece. Because if you don't like it, you can always cover them up with white. That's all there is to that. I'm going to give them some white eyes to pop them out if I can. I know I always do these Sharpie markers wrong. I love my Sharpie markers. I think they're fun. So to get my eyes to pop out, I'm just going to do this. There we go. And there we go. I think actually it's kind of cool looking. It's a little craziness, but that's okay. Now I'm having fun. See, now this is very meditative to me. And all I'm doing is adding dots. And this was over an angry piece, which now I'm very happy with. And again, no masterpiece. There's also, I like using black too if I can find it. Here's some yellow. I like my Sharpie markers. I do. I really do. This is fun to me. Let me add some dots. Dots are always fun. I love swirls. Swirls have been my thing lately. You'll find them on a lot of my pieces. I love this hot pink. This hot pink's awesome. Add some there. This guy needs some poppage. So, here is my video. I wonder where my black is. Sorry. Oh, here we go. So, I'm going to use the black Sharpie just to make it blacker. Is that a word, blacker? Make it darker. There we go. In case you're wondering where I got these Sharpie markers, unbelievably, I got them at Walgreens. They had all these colors. They were about $2.99, but you could get them on sale. I think they're worth it. They're just regular nub ones, but for on the art journaling stuff, I think it's really good. You know, I like them. They're a lot of fun. So, I'm going to... I hope you guys like it. I hope you understand what I meant by creating... Now look at this. Oh, that's always fun. So I'm going to get that off of there by doing this. I don't know if I like the red so much with this, but I'm going to add some green to the red to make it not so bright. Maybe add a little blue. Actually, I have all these paints sitting here. Sometimes adding neutrals to your painting helps pop it out. Whoops, covered his feet. Look at that. Oh, that's alright. I'll cover it up. So, there we go. There is my painting over my angry journal page. Sorry. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, again, put it down in the comment box. And thanks for watching. And stay tuned for more art.